Walken followed Brenda from Rome to Port Charles. He made several attempts to abduct her. A lot of his men have been killed, but he still hasn't stopped. We know this is personal.
What did she tell you?
She dated a guy named Alexander. And when she found out he was a criminal, she broke it off, but Alexander wouldn't take no for an answer, and he followed her to New York. That's where you were guarding her. I guess you and Brenda were walking through an alley, and Alexander confronted you. You guys fought. Your gun hit the ground. She picked it up, and she killed Alexander.
She saved my life.
You dumped the body and covered up the killing. You made yourself an accessory to manslaughter. At the very least, you would lose your badge. Why'd you take that kind of risk for Brenda? Alexander's death was self-defense. Why don't you just call it in?
Well, 'cause I was trying to protect Brenda.
Yeah, dumping the body made it look like a murder.
Well, if I had called it in, the Balkan would have found out that Brenda killed his son. She'd be a target, probably dead. Look, I did what I had to do to protect her. Unfortunately, that meant I had to break the law.
Wow, so you've been covering a major crime.
What are you talking? You're acting like you wouldn't have done it yourself.
Yeah, I did do it, but you tracked down the real killer and turned him over to the court.
No, I did not know that the judge was going to send Michael.
You know what? I'm just curious. How can you cover for Brenda and just turn Michael in like that?
I was trying to save Michael. I know what it's like to live with a crime that you've covered up and knowing that one day it's going to come back and bite you in the ass like it's doing to Brenda right now. At least I spared him that. Hey, Sam.
I need your help. Look, something doesn't add up about what happened on the gloves.
You should probably just talk to Jason.
The agreement was Brenda wasn't supposed to move, and then she moves forward, and then you take a shot when you weren't supposed to.
Well, yeah, I had to take a shot at the guy, otherwise he would have taken off with Brenda.
And then a pointless shootout erupts?
Well, it wasn't pointless. It was to get Lucky's girlfriend back, which we did.
You did. 4 more men are dead, and we are no more closer to finding the Balkan.
Well, that's not true. We're a little bit closer. We got their cell phones. Spinelli's checking them out right now to see if anything ties back to the Balkan.
Well, and then Brenda shoots a guy in an alley, and she says something to you, how you say you weren't supposed to tell. What's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. She was rambling and disoriented.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but then the more I think about it, the more I'm sure that something happened in Brenda's past, and Jason probably asked her about it, and for whatever reason, she doesn't want to answer. Listen, Jason is risking his life to protect Brenda. He deserves to know what kind of trouble she's really in.
I got your message. Is Brenda all right?
Yeah, some trouble last night. Another near miss with the Balkan.
How near?
The shootout. Brenda was not hurt, but it scared her enough to finally admit there's a connection to the Balkan.
Well, you're doing better than I am. I have asked her time and again if she knows why the Balkan is after her. She just stonewalls me. It is beyond frustrating.
Maybe you know more than you realize.
I doubt it.
When did you guys meet?
3 years ago, 2007.
And why or how did she get involved with ASEC again?
Well, it was at an event. I was talking about ASEC, and she became passionately and immediately interested. I knew she was a top model. I wanted to take advantage of the press and the public exposure she could generate for ASEC. I talked to her, and she said that's what she wanted to do, too. So, I took her with us on our next relief tour to Africa, where she promptly got sick.
But she didn't quit.
No, she was laid up for about a week. I thought for sure she'd change her mind and blow ASEC off, but when she recovered, she was more committed than ever.
Do you think Brenda could have been running from somebody this whole time?
He was pretty wound up. All he could think about was getting Siobhan away from the Balkans guys.
Well, you're the cop assigned to Brenda. Can't you take a more active role?
How?
I don't know. Call Mac or ask Jax for their help to get some more security. It's a 24/7 job protecting her. Why does it all have to be on Jason?
Look, I know you don't want to hear this, but I'm with Jason on this one. You say you're gonna protect someone, you gotta do it till the end.
Has Brenda gotten any threats from the Balkan prior to this year?
Not that I'm aware of. But the more time that passes, the more I realize I don't know Brenda as well as I thought I did.
She's not the easiest person to figure out, that's for sure.
When she first started working with ASEC, we became friends. Good friends, I thought. But everything we shared was in the present. Taking trips, going over plans, preparing speeches, personal appearances. I thought she was happy. And then I find out she's been carrying a torch the size of a bonfire for a man she's never even mentioned to me, Sonny. And then when she's threatened, and I go to call her emergency contact, you show up. Another enigma from her past. Now we're here in Port Charles, and I'm hearing about Jasper Jacks and Robin Scorpio and all these other people who filled her life. And I begin to realize I don't know her at all. Which begs the question, what else is she hiding?
You okay?
I was just over at Dante's asking about last night, and he said he had no idea why Brenda was flipping out and almost ruined the meeting. I don't think he's telling the truth, Jason.
Okay, I'm sorry about all this, okay? It's not gonna last forever.
Really, our lives have been turned upside down, and there is absolutely no end in sight. Call me selfish, but I don't want to see you die because of this.
I'm gonna be fine, okay? I just need to see this through.
Well, the least you could have is complete information.
Well, actually, I do. I have a little more information about the connection between Brenda and the Balkan than I did.
Really? Is it enough to find him and shut him down?
Not yet.
I'm sorry, Jason, but I know you can't predict what's going to happen, but when is enough going to be enough? Why don't you just let someone else take care of Brenda?
This situation's tough for everybody.
I get that, and I am trying to be understanding, but I feel like everything we have has been shoved aside to make room for Brenda.
I know, but I'm making some progress. I know more about the Balkan now. I mean, it's not going to help me find him, but it could be valuable information.
Well, does it have anything to do with why he's after Brenda?
Yes.
Okay, well, can you tell me about it?
I'm sorry, I can't.